with the ball. I mean, including myself. They have good defenders. I mean, they're one of the top defensive teams in the NBA. So they were careless turnovers on our part, though. But we did a good enough job to get the win.
How much does you outgrind the Memphis Grizzlies? What does this win tell you about this team?
We don't back down. We have a lot of heart. They went to their go-to. They got in the paint. They went to Zebo and Gasol, especially that whole fourth quarter. And we stood our ground. Even though they made plays, we stood our ground and snuck out a win out here.
How much does having a scorer like Gerald off the bench take pressure off the bench?
I mean, it only helps us. I mean, he's one of the best scorers I've seen in the NBA. I mean, whether it be practice or games, all it takes is one shot for him to feel like he's on fire. And he can help us, really. And coach is pointing in his direction, and he's took advantage of his opportunity the last few games that he's played. But I mean, what he did today, that's what he does. I mean, he comes off the bench and gives a spark, and he gives his energy.
Memphis tried to take the ball out of your hands a little bit, pushing at times. How much does it help to have Al on the pop when teams do that?
Oh, it helps a lot because most of the time he's open at the top of the key, and he knows how to make a play, whether he shoots the jumper or goes into the hole and makes a play for himself or others. That's where what we didn't really have last year, and it opens it up for myself. Like you said, they were doubling me a little bit. Now my job is to get the ball in my hands and make a play on the backside.
You guys have taken, obviously a big three-point shooting team this year, but tonight it seemed like you put an emphasis on getting some guys cutting to the basket. Was that a point of emphasis for you going in and finding, especially Avery, cutting on some of those?
Not really, but we just read the game. We know they were kind of overplaying in the first few minutes of the game, so when I did attack the basket, guys just adjusted and made the right play, and I was cutting their guy, and Avery does it a lot, though. He's really good at that, and I found him a few times, and he also got open in the third and fourth quarter as well.
You guys won 6 of your last 7 now. How big is the next one in Cleveland?
It's the next game, so it's the next biggest one. That's all I can say. If it was another team, that would be a big game as well, but it's the next game, so it's a big game.
Can you say where you are in relation to them right now, or is it?
No, we don't really care about what they're doing, and I know they don't care about what we're doing. We're just trying to focus on us and getting better each and every day, and we've done that the past 7 games or whatever. With a healthy squad, we're pretty good team.
When you get like Gerald making a contribution like you did the last couple of games in terms of your identity as a team, getting people, everybody contributing, is that kind of what you're talking about in terms of finding out where you guys are?
Oh, for sure. I mean, Gerald's finally getting his opportunity, and he's taking advantage of it, and we know what he's capable of doing. And the other guys who get their name called also just got to take advantage of it, because you never know when your name's going to be called, when your number's going to be called. But I believe he can give us that night in and night out. I'm not saying 19 points off the bench, but he can give us baskets and also space the floor for us because he can shoot at such a high level.
In the fourth, when they're big, were wreaking havoc. You guys went small. What were you able to take advantage of with that lineup? And then is it good to see that group get some success?
Yeah, I mean, they went big and we went the opposite of them, and I think coach just wanted to space the floor and make them defend as well, knowing that we got scrappy guys out there that's not going to back down. Marcus Saw, he scores over guys his height anyway, so I mean, we knew our guys just had to make it tough on those guys and box out and try to get stops, and we did that for the most part, and we got to win.